Can't tell who was more brain dead in that little situation, me or him. We might actually even out there. Man, two people just spawned out of nowhere. Oh! Sorry, man. My mom said that it had to be done. I got grease on my hands. Sorry, man. I have a challenge to do. Scar SSR. Maybe I'm the noob, but I'm not interested in that gun. I'm not a big fan of Red Hawk. I'd rather have something else than the SSR. And my guess is it means short suppressed rifle. I know there's a thing called SBR, or short barrel rifle. It does not matter what pistol you have. If you put a stock on it, of any kind, it is legally reclassified as a short barreled rifle. Unless it's like the MMP 1522 for some reason. I have one, and it's like, bruh. That thing is legally a pistol, but it's got a stock on it. Like, what the hell? I love the C7. I'm 5 ranks from getting the C7. It's one of the best assault rifles in the game. Probably one of the best guns in the game. Hi. Why is this gun actually pretty good? There is no way. It took them that long for them to kill me. Hello. It's good to see you here. Yoink. This gun's actually pretty good. Even in its, like, non-modified form. This might be the best AK-12 platform ever. And this might be the best AK-12 gun in the entire lineup. Hello. Gooey Pancakes, what's your opinion on the AK-12 view? Or AKU-12? Nice. Really? Yes, that's nice. Ew. I aim ass, bruh. I choked hard. I agree with this quote. How'd you move better tomorrow? We're chickens in crossroad without being questioned by their motives. Holding it sideways, gangsta style. Oof. Oh, good. Thanks for the good luck, by the way. And by the way, Gooey, just wondering, why don't you like this? Yeah, I don't blame you. It can be annoying because people sniping. I don't know. I actually do not know. If he has been here longer than you, probably not that much longer. You guys joined very quickly with each other. Ah, at least I killed him. Bruh, it literally redacted the number like some SCP shit, dude. Are you? Is his name Coco Melon? Or Water? I'm about to say, if his name's Coco Melon, I've put him on my list, man. I gotta get him. YouTube, that's in the game. Oh, nice. You found? In my college, I don't have it. I am not touching that frickin' rock. I am not bringing it home. Because the problem with rocks is that rocks aren't as hard as plates. So the problem is that radioactive rock can actually break off into tiny little chunks. And that is just a shit show in and of itself. I'd rather have something that's big and radioactive than small and radioactive. Oh yeah, that Carnotite at the college, I think it's Carnotite. It's yellow. It's really radioactive. Carnotite can contain up to 90, anywhere from like 40 to 90% uranium by weight, which is extremely high. Like uranium glass, it's like 2% at most. Piestaware, it's 14%, and Carnotite, it's like 44 to 80% actually, and uraninite, it's like 50 to 90%. Yeah, I knew it was UMP-45. I started, the first shot he fired, I kind of heard it, and I mixed with the low velocity. I'm like, hey, he is using a UMP-45, isn't he? Yeah, no, thank you. That rock is so radioactive, it'd give you a mammogram dose in a single hour. I have radio. Yeah, lick it. I'd rather swallow 24 pills of Benadryl. I'd have a better chance of... Maybe not. I wouldn't die, but... Radiation poisoning is like the worst way to die. And it sucks, because here's the thing. With radiation poisoning... I mean, I wouldn't get it to, like, really extreme, but if you get radiation poisoning, it's very hard to cure and expensive to, you know, alleviate. You know, you got a flu, you take meds, you got a broken bone, you go to doctor, but radiation, like, once radioactive material's in your body, it... Oh, man, that poor man. Bro took 16 sieverts to the chest, by the way. Which, by the way, 2 is enough to kill you within a short time. He took 16. 84 days of hell. I don't care what anybody says. Radiation poisoning is the worst way to die. I would rather burn to death. I would rather drown. If I ever die, there's 3 things I do not want to die by: drowning. I do not want to die by radiation burns. I do not want to die by burning. Those are the 3 worst ways to die, in my opinion. They suck. Fire is very painful. Drowning, like, you know you're screwed. Like, you're gonna maybe last like 2 minutes at most, but you know you're screwed. I have such ass, like, lung capacity. I can only last like... Or, yeah, drowning in boiling water. Or starvation is also a bad way. All 4 of those deaths make getting shot look like a mercy. Like a mercy kill, man. But here's why radiation poisoning sucks. Especially if you have, like, radium poisoning. Like, if you get poisoned by radium, it does not leave your system. Once it gets into your bones, it's not coming out. And in some cases of extreme radiation or radium exposure, I'm getting shot by 6 times. But in extreme radium exposure, it gets so bad that the bodies of people who died from it, they have to be buried in lead caskets. Lead caskets. And they have to be designated away from people. The problem with radiation is that, like, it penetrates through all surfaces. It literally, like, for example, like a biosuit, you can protect yourself from biological agents with a biosuit. Maybe some body armor will protect you from a few bullets, but nothing can really protect you against radiation unless it's, like, really, really heavy or big. Because radiation is really good at penetrating through damn near anything. Maybe. But, oh yes, I'll explain that in a second, but first of all, radiation poisoning can include signs of fatigue. By the way, if you're grossed out, I would not listen in the next 10 seconds. Fatigue, diarrhea, vomiting, weakness, weakness of bones. Can also cause internal bleeding, death of white blood cells, which, by the way, death of white blood cells, which means that, which happened to, Osachi, his white blood cells were gone, meaning that if he caught a simple little flu virus, he would die within an hour. A simple common cold would kill this guy effortlessly, because your white blood cells, you need them to defend your body against pathogens. Also, his blood lost the ability to clot, which means that any small cut, like a little tiny prick, would cause him to bleed out to death. Now you realize why I say radiation poisoning sucks. Yes, a cold could kill him. Any virus could kill this guy without white blood cells. It got so bad, he was so irradiated, that his sister donated him stem cells to try to heal him. And those stem cells that were transplanted into them, they were starting to grow, but then they just died. There was so much radioactive contamination in his body that it just killed it. He couldn't heal. And here's what's evil about radiation poisoning, is that you'll go through 2 weeks, and it'll be bad, but then at week 3, it'll start to feel like you're getting better. But then after this week 3, which is called the latency period, then it will come back and it will hit you even harder. So it tricks you into thinking that you're feeling better, but then it just comes back worse. It is an extremely painful way to die. Oh, also another symptom is, in extreme cases, peeling of the skin and leukemia, and increased cancer chances. Now, the Demon Core, going back... Oh. How would you even be able to get a kill with this gun? The Demon Core... What? You might be wondering, what is it? So, the Demon Core was a core consisting of plutonium, and in its later stages, it was placed in a beryllium hemisphere. Now, these cores were supposed to be placed in nuclear bombs. Must have... I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, we were actually gonna nuke Tokyo, but Japan, they surrendered, and therefore we did not bomb Tokyo. Now, however, this core was given research status and people started trying to find out how to get plutonium supercritical. So there's a supercriticality mass to every single radioactive element that I know of. And basically, long story short, it's how much you can piss it off. It's like trying to piss off a dragon without dying. Well, yeah, you're right, actually. It's called Cherenkov radiation. Now, the best analogy of doing this is basically trying to poke a bear, right? You could maybe get away with a poke or two, but when you poke a little bit too much, this thing gets pissed, and it does not end well. Now, the first incident happened when this guy was placing a couple of tungsten carbide bricks around the plutonium core. Now, there are these things called neutrons. They're subatomic particles. I think everybody knows what a neutron is. Now, certain elements act as shields or reflectors. They can basically take a neutron of radiation and reflect it. Now, if it's reflected back at the core, then, hard to explain, it can go supercritical. So, when this guy was placing tungsten carbide bricks, he was getting to his third brick, he was about to place the fourth one in, and if this thing's getting extremely radioactive, and then, dumbass slips, he accidentally drops the carbide brick into position, and it goes supercritical, but the man bravely takes the brick and knocks it away, and basically, by that time, he knew he was dead. The second time is, of course, the most famous one. The guy, I think his name is Louis Slutton. And he was trying to impress a bunch of people that he could take a beryllium hemisphere, which beryllium is pretty good at reflecting neutrons. So, if you had the thing in like a hemisphere, you put it inside, right? And you put a lid of beryllium, then there'd be no space and it would allow all the neutrons to reflect inside, meaning that the core would go supercritical within the snap of a finger. Well, this dumbass basically drops his screwdriver, or slips it, and the core closes, causing a blue flash known as Cherenkov radiation, and immediately blasts these guys with lethal amounts of radiation within seconds. Luckily, the man was able to take his hand and push the core off, shut the demon core. I don't know if it would do anything. And after he did that, he actually had people mark in chalk where they stood and they took measurements. Louis Slutton would die 3 days later from extreme radiation poisoning. I mean, damn. Problem with most radiation is you can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't see it. The only way they really detect it is with a Geiger counter. It's a silent killer. And the thing that's scary about radiation is that it literally kills electronics. It kills not just people, it kills robots. Yeah, I'd rather eat worms too. Look, I'm interested in radioactive shit, but when you have something that can go supercritical, no thanks. You can keep it. I'm gonna try a different side on this. Nah, thank you. You can keep your demon core. Anchor this, let me get killed with one of my favorite guns. Damn it. I mean, if they're made out of paper, no plutonium involved, please. Are you kidding me? I know. $1. Hiding now, aren't you? Really? Actually, technically, I eat bacteria every day. Everybody does. Are you kidding me? Damn it! I need to get hip fire kills. No, fuck it. What friend? I'm dead. I'm probably gonna get lagged out. Yup, that's a lag out right there. Yep. Bruh, what is going on with Roblox right now? No, it's about to happen if this does. I might have to reset my stream, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna reset my stream.